Good morning, Martian Vampire here, and today I'm going to be showing off all of my Build-A-Bears that I have accumulated. Since my Magenta Beryllium unboxing video, my collection has literally tripled. It's an addiction. It is very real. So, grab your coffee and enjoy a little bit of my, well, not a little bit, all of my collection. Well, that's good coffee. Okay. So, I'm not going in order of acquisition, by the way. I mean, I guess I could, but I'm not going to. So, I'm sure we all remember Andromeda from the Magenta Beryllium unboxing video. This is the first dress that I got her with at a physical workshop, and she's got some cute little shoes. Poor thing, her feet are a little too big for them, but that's okay. And she's wearing a top that I had crocheted for her, and she's also wearing a necklace that my best work friend made for her. I have her all dressed up like this because I actually just took her out with that best work friend. We had boba tea, and she brought her rainbow bear, Build-A-Bear that she had, named Carl. It's super cute. Maybe I'll post a picture in here just to show off, oh my god, it was so cute. It was such a good, little wholesome date. Okay, next we have Nebula, which I'm sure we all remember from the unboxing video because that video was all about her. Yeah, she's still wearing her welcome home outfit because I haven't gotten around to making her another outfit. But I did start a new coat for her. I just didn't start the skirt. Excuse me, and the coat's also not completely finished. It's done, but if you crochet, you have to weave in the ends, and that's a whole other can of beans that I didn't want to get to yet. So here's Nebula, and she's also wearing another necklace that my best work friend made for her. And oh, I wanted to update you all on the scent, by the way. It's kind of, I wouldn't say degraded, but it has broken down into more of a men's cologne smell. I'm certainly not getting lavender from it. So if you ever are thinking of getting a lavender scent for a bear, just be aware that it doesn't smell like lavender. It's a good smell. It's not a bad smell. It's just not what I had imagined. Okay, next we have Ripley! Oh my gosh, I was searching for this bear for so long. It wasn't available on the website. I ended up finding it on Mercari for $22 from a very nice human being who's kind enough to rehome their green Beryllium, and they're wearing the cute little hippie PJ set that I actually got for Andromeda, but they needed clothes because, I don't know, I just thought it would be cute. And I was like, I bet you this outfit would fit them very well. So yeah, they're not scented at all. The rest of my bears that I'm going to show here actually aren't scented at all. But yeah, there's Ripley. Oh, and I cannot show off Ripley without Newt! So this is one of the little mini buddies. Little green Beryllium. So, Ripley and Newt. I thought that the names were pretty fitting. And while I have Newt out, I should show off Io as well. I finally got a blue mini buddy. Are you kidding me? I was so excited. So both of these little babies, here, I'll put Ripley back down. Both of these little babies were part of the Barely Any Left sale. I cannot believe that I caught both of them at once, and they were both only $7 thanks to the sale. I don't know if they're available anymore because I don't know. It was about a month or two ago that I got them. It was pretty much right after Nebula. But oh my gosh, would you just look at these cute little things. They are softer than kittens, and I love their antennas. So Newt's got hers kind of farther set apart, and Io's they're close together, and they're kind of, oh my god, they're so cute. I just love how they're kind of like twins, but not really. They're both different in their own little ways. So yeah, I bought the entire Beryllium family. This is a real addiction, but I don't know, I love aliens, so I thought it was worth it. Okay, and next, we have the lovely Floretta. So Floretta is a Blossom Bunny vault release. And let me see her little emblem. I don't think her emblem says vault release. 25th celebration. Oh Lord, you probably can't see that. 25th celebration Build-A-Bear collection. She came unstuffed and I had to stuff her myself, which I actually kind of like doing. I don't know, because you're like, it's a Build-A-Bear, you're building the bear. And I had made this 2-piece dress for her. I'll show you from the back too. It was going to be like a 1-piece dress, but it's easier to get on and off her when it's separate like this. And then I made her this cute little flower choker out of flower buttons, and then these cute little bows that go on her ears. I gotta do something about the black rubber band because I don't know, it kind of like throws off the vibe of the cute and pastel, but you know, it was like 2 a.m. when I made them and I was feeling it, so whatever. Floretta is one of my new favorites. I just love how her ears are kind of like high ponies because there's like some kind of like stiffness here, so they sit up. And she is so darn cute. She is like my little hippie princess Build-A-Bear. I love her so much. Alright, I had to like clear my throat. So, this is one of the Halloween releases that just came out this year. This is Taro, the Midnight Glow Kitty. She is so unbelievably soft and fluffy. I cuddled with her for like a week straight after I got her. She is so cute. I love how bright pink she is, and her eyes do glow in the dark. And I just can't show you now, but you can hold a flashlight to these eyes for literally like 10 seconds, and you turn it off and they glow so bright. It is crazy how reactive the fabric is in her eyes. And speaking of her ears, they got like a little pleather faux leather feel. I almost said faux feather. But yeah, and she's nice and chunky. She is naked. I'm aware of this. And it's because at the time, well, not at the time, but all the time, the clothes for Build-A-Bears are very expensive. And I like to get at least one outfit to keep them in until I can make them their own, because I do have a dress that is in the making for her, like a cute little Halloween dress that I'm going to crochet. I just haven't gotten to it yet. But it's okay that she's naked because she's nice and chunky and she's fun to cuddle. So I'm aware that she's running around without clothes, okay? So that's that one. The next one I have, there's a little bit of a story that goes with her. But this is Rebel. Oh, I love her. So I ended up seeing on the subreddit for Build-A-Bear that people were just like finding Build-A-Bears at Goodwill and like thrift stores, and I was like, this can't be real. So I went to the one that's in town and I found a Paulette, that little cute little brown bunny or whatever. But she was grubby, you know, as thrift store stuffed animals will be. But I mean, that kind of just shows how well loved she was. Like, she wasn't in the best condition, but I still got her because I was like, oh my god, I'll build a bear at the thrift store. And then I got her home and I was thinking, well, she doesn't really fit with my color palette because she was like a natural color, and as you could see from everything else that I showed you, they're all brightly colored. So I was going to dye her like this purple red color, like a violet berry kind of color, and it didn't really turn out the way that I had intended it to, but I still love how bright and vibrant this red is. I slaved over this dye job. Like, this was like doing this whole Build-A-Bear, I did this in one day. It was like a full 10-hour like work shift working on this bunny. And I only took breaks to like eat and go get stuff that I needed to complete her. So everything that I did was, I unstuffed her. Well, actually, no, I didn't unstuff her first. I just threw her in the washer, like full on stuffing and everything. I just threw her in the washer. She came out of the washer still feeling grubby. So I knew I kind of had to get like, you know, down on my hands and knees and really like work hard on this bunny. So I unstuffed her at that point and I hand washed her in the bathtub with laundry detergent and all that. By the way, if you hand wash things with laundry detergent, the tops of your hands are going to be so dry because it's so concentrated, it's just going to eat through your skin. So my hands were super dry afterwards. But I washed her with laundry detergent, and then I dyed her. So I did a first dye that didn't come out as pigmented as I had wanted it to. It was like a like a brown red almost, in a weird way. Like it wasn't as vibrant, and I followed the instructions on the bottle, but after consulting a couple very nice users on the subreddit, I found a different way to kind of do it. And basically what I did was I used a lot of dye. Like I used half the bottle of Rit Dymore because she is synthetic, she's polyester, and I let her sit. I let her boil in that water, not boil, simmer, not boil, because I didn't want to melt the fur. That's what I was most concerned about, was damaging the fur. I wanted to simmer it for an hour while stirring every 5 minutes. And then after that hour was up, I turned the heat off. I left the pot on that burner so it was still warm, but I turned the heat off and I stirred her for another hour. So this full saturation dye took me 2 hours to get her to this dye that I wanted. And that's not counting the 45 minutes that I had spent before that trying to get this shade, but ultimately failing. So then after that, you hand wash her in the tub. I soaked her in the tub in fabric softener because she was still a little grubby and her fur was slightly damaged, just because she was well loved. She might have also been washed before and thrown in the dryer, as people do, which don't do that. You will melt the fur if you put her in the dryer. But after I soaked her in fabric softener, I put her on a low heat spin cycle so that it was just barely warm, but it wasn't air drying because I didn't have the patience for an air dry. I was like, I want to get this done today. She came out so beautiful. I literally gasped when I pulled her out of the dryer, and she was as soft as she was. So then after that, I restuffed her. I stuffed her pretty firmly because you can see she's literally doing a T-pose right now. I think it might be because of the coat that I have on her as well. But I stuffed her to the nines, basically, because I do love firm stuffed animals. And then I got these little, decorative pebbles that go into flower vases, not the big marbles, but they're, tiny little pebbles. I sewed up little pillows or sachets of it, and all in all, I added about 1.5 pounds to her weight, and then I put those little beans inside, so she's not only pretty firm to the touch, you can't really squish her, in fact, but she's heavy, and I like it when she sits on me, or she's laying on me, because it's nice to just have, that kind of weight on you. So, and I also handmade a new heart for her too. I put her old heart back in because, all Build-A-Bears come with a heart. But I made my own heart with the date and the initials on it just because I wanted a little something of me in there too. I mean, I had the pockets of pebbles in there, but I thought a heart would be cute. And that heart is stuffed with the old stuffing that came with her so that she has a piece of her old self in there too. So yeah, there's Rebel. A lot of work went into Rebel, but I love her so much. And now we're going to get into the highly coveted pumpkin kitty. I wanted a pumpkin kitty from the moment that I saw one on the subreddit, and her bow is backwards. But, because they were such a limited release and not everybody had them. Some people had them from 2008. Some people had them from 2023, last year. And they were selling for hundreds of dollars on Mercari and eBay because people would just buy 5 of them and then resell them, which is, it doesn't make me very happy. But initially they had released her once alongside the Midnight Glow Kitty. And I missed that restock, and I wasn't too upset about it because I had heard a lot of things going on with Pumpkin Kitty, how people were getting empty boxes. They would order, someone on the subreddit ordered 2 Pumpkin Kitties and got an empty box with the adoption certificates, the birth certificates. It was crazy. Some people were getting ones with tears in them. Some people had heat damaged ones. I was okay, maybe it's a good idea that I missed. And then my friend texted me while I was on vacation, and she's like, Pumpkin Kitty restock. And I don't know what came over me. I don't know if I just decided to ignore all of the bad things that were going on and shoot my shot, and I got a Pumpkin Kitty. She's unscented. Her name is Piper. I named her after a cat that I had a really long time ago that sadly passed away, and I think about her all the time, so I thought that maybe if I named this one Piper, it would mean a lot, and it does. But yeah, I got my pumpkin kitty. One thing that I noticed right off the bat was the fur is not as soft as my other Build-A-Bears, and a lot of people chalked that up to improper storing of the fabric that is used to make the pumpkin kitties. So it could be slightly heat damaged because down here it's softer, but then if you go to the back, in the back of the head, it gets pretty rough. But, you know, it don't matter to me. I think she's still soft. She's just not, like, plush, feathery, you know, cloud soft, and that's okay. I still love Piper. I still love my pumpkin kitty. But the tail's really nice to play with, and I got 2 pumpkins on the back of the head. That's another thing that really brought me to Pumpkin Kitty, was the fact that each Pumpkin Kitty is completely unique. It just, you know, and you never know what you're going to get. So I was so excited that I got one with a pumpkin on his face, because some people were getting clean ones, and I still would have loved it, but I would have been kind of sad if I had no pumpkins on the face. And then double pumpkins on the ears, double pumpkins on the back of the head, pumpkins all around, pumpkins on the tail. So yeah, so this was, as of right now, the last Build-A-Bear that I got. And I plan on keeping it that way, but oh my gosh, it's like an addiction. Like, I have another Paulette that I actually found at Goodwill on my vacation that I'm planning on customizing, like Rebel. I'm going to try to make a Halloween bunny. We'll see how that goes. And I also really want the Halloween Stitch Build-A-Bear. It's expensive. It's like $40 some dollars because it's a Disney licensed product, but I love Stitch. Me and my little sister, we both love Stitch. So I'm like seriously debating on getting one because I can't get enough of Stitch. As a matter of fact, this is how much I love Stitch. And furthermore, these are the PJs that I wear to bed. I freaking love Stitch. I got him at Disney. And I also got a hoodie that is in my closet that I'm too lazy to pull out and show you guys, but I was wearing it the other day. And I think I'm wearing it in the picture that I posted about me and my friend going on a coffee date. So yeah, it's like I am heavily debating on getting that Stitch. I just have to, you know, I gotta really think about it. I gotta think about the commitment because I literally have, I think it's like 9 Build-A-Bears now. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you count the mini buddies, 8, 9. That's too many. But they're so cute. Like, I can't fight it. So, well, you know what? Why don't I also go through a couple of my other stuffed animals that are a part of this crew because they're friends with the Build-A-Bears. Okay. So, this is Slime. Got Slime at FYE a couple days ago. Little caterpillar cat. I thought that it was an alien cat at first, but being a caterpillar, I was like, well, you know what? I already fell in love with him, so I'll get him. And look, he has a little butthole. Oh, but he's so cute. And then Hubble. Hubble's the little navigator space cadet guy, you know, so cute. I got him at Claire's. And I also have another frog that looks like Hubble. I don't really have a name for this one yet. I'm thinking of Daisy. But he's super cute too. So I'm trying to maybe this is going to be like the big brother or big sister and Hubble's little brother. And we'll see. And then this is Coral, my cute little squishmallow. I know they come with their own names, but I decided to rename this one Coral because I think his name was Kane at first, like officially on like his tag and everything, and I was like, oh no. So I had gone on vacation to Florida to visit my family and my little sister and all that, and when I came home, walked out of the airport, and my boyfriend gave me Coral, and this was the first stuffed animal that he had ever gotten for me. And I love him so much. He sleeps next to me on the bed. Well, on the nightstand, but, you know, near the bed every night. So, yeah. So that was all of my Build-A-Bears and a couple extras that I wanted to show off. I'm going to see if I can try to hold all of them. Because this is going to be fun. You know what I should do first is hold all the Bearlians. So, here's the cute little Beryllian family. Andromeda, Nebula, Ripley, Io, and Newt. So, let's see. See, this is a problem. If I can't even hold all of them at once... Ugh. Oh, Pumpkin Kitty's gonna be a problem. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. So I am another grown adult that has fallen victim to the Build-A-Bear hype. But I love each and every one of them. They all have a story. They all have a name. And it's just so fun. Like, it's so fun being able to connect with other people who love Build-A-Bear, post pictures of them, make outfits with them, take them out and about. It's just like, it's another level of a community that I never thought I would be a part of, and I love it so much. Like, it's just so good. Like, it fills my heart with so much joy. And I have a new friend to cuddle with every night. I do rotate them. There are no favorites. I rotate them out because, you know, they all need love. I'm getting really warm right now. But yeah, I just wanted to show off all of my new and old Build-A-Bears that I have, my entire collection, as well as a few of their other friends. So I gotta put all these down now. Ugh, I'm drowning! Oh god. Okay. All right, well, I hope that you have a wonderful day. And if you watched all the way to the end of my rambling, then that's pretty cool. I mean, I'm not like a big YouTuber or anything, but it's cool that somebody wanted to listen to me talk about my stuffed animals. So, well, I gotta get ready for work now. So, Martian Vampire out.